All right, and we're off. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another part of our series that you all can gain information about how to get involved in your community, as well as whether that be on campus, off campus, and also just learn a little bit more about those who help and assist people who may have experienced violence, as well as those who are helping and assisting those who may have been accused or found guilty of any kind of violence at any point in their lifetime. So today we have Mason, who's going to be joining us to talk a little bit about the Sexual Assault Services Hotline through North Country at Planned Parenthood, but I'm not going to introduce them too much because they're going to do an excellent job with that. But my name is Zayaja Nadler. I am the Violence Prevention, Education, and Outreach Coordinator here at the Title IX office at SUNY Plattsburgh. My pronouns are she, her, and hers, and I'm so excited for all of you joining us tonight that you're learning more about the services offered in our community. And now I'm going to allow Mason to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Mason Dierich. My pronouns are they, them, and I'm the Enough is Enough coordinator with Planned Parenthood Sexual Assault Services. I'm based out of Saranac Lake, but I cover Clinton, Franklin, and Essex County, so all of the college campuses on there. And I provide education, programming, and counseling to survivors of sexual violence. But yeah, I'm here to talk about the hotline.
Thank you, Mason. So in talking about the hotline, will you just give us a sneak peek into it? So what is it? What's it for? Who can do it? How do they get involved? The ins and outs.
Yeah, so our hotline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It is strictly confidential. And anyone who has been affected by sexual violence, either, personally or has a friend who's been affected, family member, you can call, get support. If you're, in an immediate crisis situation, you just need kind of like talk through something, you can anytime. You can get referrals to other services or other resources. If you're looking for like an accompaniment to the police station for reporting, or to the hospital for a forensic exam, you can contact our hotline, and an advocate can be there to assist or to provide support to you. But yeah, it's a great program. We're always looking for volunteers to serve on our hotline. To do that, just go to our website, ppncny.org, on our Sexual Assault Services webpage, and you can click a link for an application and learn more information.
So what are some of the requirements and characteristics of those who may be serving on the hotline?
I would say the biggest thing is just someone who can be empathetic and maintain appropriate healthy boundaries. That's going to be a big thing too. You're talking to people in very vulnerable states who have been through pretty severe trauma. So being able to maintain good boundaries and not overstep anything is definitely a plus. And again, just being empathetic with someone, providing support, listening to them, validating the experience is going to be the biggest thing. One of like the three kind of big tenets we follow at SAS is believe, listen, support. So if you can do that, I think you're pretty set.
Thank you. Is there any other information that people looking to get involved or people looking to volunteer their time that they should know, especially given COVID? Like, are there any new changes or anything of that nature?
Yeah, so I did mention accompaniment services. We are still providing those, but that will be in a virtual way, either phone, Zoom, whatever that kind of looks like, which, is a little unfortunate because we all do prefer to have that in-person support, especially for a forensic exam, because that is something very personal. But, we're trying our best to still at least offer something. So I think that's one of our biggest changes right now, is just providing, the same services virtually.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mason And thank you to everyone joining us. We hope that you do, if you are interested, again, as Mason said, go to the Planned Parenthood Sexual Assault Services website, click the application, and really get involved. It's a great way to interact with your community. Of course, you'll be trained. You're not just going to be thrown out there, but it's really a great way to get involved and so needed. We know that the number of calls that hotlines are getting across the nation have gone up since COVID. So please, if you can, do get involved in any way you can, wherever you are. Find out the services that are available and get involved when you can. But thank you again, Mason, for joining us.
Absolutely, thank you.